Anime-themed restaurants combine two of the simple necessities of life: food and anime. However, while anime-themed cafes, restaurants, pop-up stores and the like are more common in Japan, there just aren't many around my part of the world. But that's where the legally distinct pirate-themed restaurants like One Plus Piece come into play. One Plus Piece has two venues, one in the Melbourne suburb of Balwyn and one in the Melbourne CBD. The Balwyn Cafe has a fairly traditional breakfast, coffee and burger menu for what you would expect in a Melbourne cafe. Latte art, burgers, freak shakes, and of course, anime merchandise and art all over the walls. The various One Piece themed burgers and freak shakes have cute little skewers with One Piece stickers on the end that you can remove and then use later, and the drinks have cute One Piece themed latte art. I wish that more of the menu items had One Piece inspired names, other than Luffy's favourite and various gears, and of course a freak shake called the Red Head Shakes. There's not really too many One Piece references on the menu itself, which is, fine considering each time I've gone to the Balwyn venue, there have been quite a few people that look a little bit lost. They just look like they're having a regular catch-up with a friend and chose just a random breakfast place that they probably haven't tried before and are now situated next to artwork of Robin's assets. Most of the menu items are great, but personally I probably recommend skipping the 5th gear burger unless you really like the idea of peanut butter and meat, and not in a nice satay way, but more so in a this is too sweet and it doesn't really go quite right way. I'd also recommend skipping the One Plus Piece loaded fries, as they are slightly overpriced for a few chips and a small amount of hot sauce or salsa. The freak shakes, however, are great, as are the other burgers. They're all quite good. The cutlery holders have cute painted art of characters Jolly Rogers, and the water bottles have stickers of various counters' bounty posters on them. The Balwyn venue also has quite a few volumes of the manga to read while you wait, and various pieces of merch that you can pick up like charms, socks, pens, bounty posters, and more. Meanwhile, the venue located in Melbourne Central is a Japanese sandwich or sando themed restaurant. This venue has a lot less decorations than its suburban counterpart and is a lot less aesthetically busy in comparison. There's still artwork and a wall of figures, but it's much more minimalistic for the most part. The menu is also less extensive than the Balwyn venue, as it only focuses on sando, which is basically just sandwiches made with the Japanese bread called shokupan. It's thicker and fluffier than regular bread and it's quite nice. It's almost cake-like, but not in like a too sweet way. It's quite nice and I do recommend it. However, the menu being less extensive is not necessarily a bad thing, as these sandwiches are absolutely delicious despite their simplicity of just being sandwiches. Not to mention the drinks and dessert sando are absolutely delicious as well. You can also buy exclusive One Plus Piece merch here as well as bounty posters, but they have less merch to buy than the Balwyn venue. However, the menu items aren't as One Piece themed or inspired or named, so there's a lot less One Piece related references going on at the CBD venue. It's more so just a sandwich place with good food that has a Sanji statue at the front, a giant Beppo statue at the counter, and a wall of figures. But it's still a pretty fine sandwich store, especially for fans of One Piece. Honestly, it's a shame that there aren't more of these official and unofficial anime-themed restaurants and cafes around where I am. Honestly, I really had a good time attending both of these, and I've been back a few times since, to be honest. The two One Piece inspired ones are really fun visits, and honestly, I can't wait to go back to both the Balwyn and the CBD cafes. I really hope that more of these similar restaurants pop up, because they're a pretty fun experience. I'm honestly hoping for maybe one day a Digimon one to pop up. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know that there have been various Digimon pop-up restaurants and cafes and the like pop up in Japan, but I would love ones to pop up in Australia as well. Of course, these 1+ piece ones, they have been around for quite a few years. I know the Balwyn one was definitely around pre-pandemic, and it survived through all that, so it has been around for quite some time. Admittedly, I only went for the first time last year when I first got into One Piece, but it's always been kind of on my radar as, hey, there's an unofficial anime-themed cafe and restaurant nearish to me, and I've always kind of wanted to go, but I'm glad that I finally got to go when I got into One Piece. So I really do love these. I know there are official One Piece cafes in America. I believe there's one opening up in Jakarta. I saw on Twitter the other day. So worst case scenario, I guess I can try to get on a plane to Indonesia at some point and visiting that. That'd be pretty cool. And I wish there were more of these anime themed restaurants. Again, both unofficial and official, more local to me. That'd be great. But for the moment, I'm fairly certain there's only really 1+ piece as far as I'm aware, at least in terms of ones that's local to me. I really would love there to be more of these pop up, but I guess it's kind of a weird niche. Like, you want to appeal to just regular people who just want to buy lunch, rather than explicitly just like the niche of an anime fan who also wants to go somewhere for lunch. So there is that. Again, it is quite busy, the one in Balwyn at least, and the one in the city as well. But I kind of want to quiz people, hey, are you here because of the food, or are you here because of the anime references, or both? Again, I'm fairly certain that I saw quite a few people who just looked like they were just finding a random breakfast joint and just so happened to choose that one for the moment. Maybe I'm misjudging them. Maybe they are huge One Piece fans, but they just didn't look it. They looked slightly a bit like lost. They just wandered into a breakfast joint or a burger joint and were just like, there's a lot of anime going on here, that kind of thing. But I guess without asking, I can't really know for sure. But yeah, it would be nice if there were more of these. But again, it is kind of a niche. But it's something I just wanted to talk about because I really did love going to both of them. Again, I've been there a few times since doing the footage for this video, and I really want to go again. But that's also because I'm a pretty big-ish fan of One Piece lately. But I would love more of these to pop up. So let me know your thoughts, comments, questions in the comment section below. If there are any ones that maybe I'm forgetting about that are in Australia, please let me know. If there are any that are local to you, tell me all about them. If they're official, if they're unofficial, or what have you, let me know all that and more in the comment section below. Like this video for legally distinct pirate-themed restaurants everywhere. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have subscribed, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, tell your enemies, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!